When I got into the store, I went toward the back where the cash registers were looking for the camera case, and just as I got to that area, I heard a large commotion, and I looked across on the other side of the cash registers, and there was a gunman with a mask on.
They pack an incredible punch, guys. These are some of our top sellers, right?
Everybody get down!
He's got a pistol in his hand. He held the gun straight up in the air over his head and tried to fire it, but it just went click.
You pull the trigger on a gun and it's on safety, it's not going to go off. It's what safety's for.
He basically got startled and then ran up to the front. But just really seconds later, we hear gunfire.
Boom, 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 bang, bang, bang. One guy stood in the front door with a shotgun, and 3 gunmen started shooting their guns randomly, blowing up televisions, blowing out glass counters, and randomly shooting whatever they wanted to shoot.
Hey!
And also yelling, everybody get to the front of the store. I ducked, and when John saw me duck, he ducked. I just kind of inched my way around the end cap, so when the gunmen were running up and down the aisles, they wouldn't see me duck down in front of the computer terminal.
At that time, I was 5 months pregnant. It was all happening really, really fast. My heart was just pumping. I could hear it. I just immediately dropped to the ground, and my cousin and my uncle, we were like in a pair of 3. He gets my hair and he shoves me against the wall, and he tells us, stay here and don't move.
You really can't believe what you're saying. It's really difficult for the mind to process just what's going on around you.
Go! Sit down! Hurry up! Open it up!
People were running out of the back door, and a gunman with a mask on said that if they didn't get back in, that he would shoot them. Another lady and I went and hid between large box and the will call window wall. He went on toward the front of the store after he closed the door. So I thought, well, we've got it made because he didn't find us.
I was the only guy really that worked for the good guys that I could see. So my first thought is, well, I guess it's my responsibility to take care of everybody. So I told everybody, okay, let's all head to the front door. And there was a guy there with a shotgun who basically pulled the gun out and cocked it just as we walked up. And anytime you hear a shotgun cock, you stop dead in your tracks. We all stopped. I said, okay, everybody, into the car stereo room, because that was a small room. So I ushered everybody in, said, squat down low. If it's a robbery or whatever's going on, we'll just basically wait it out in here.
Everything's gonna be fine. All right, we'll just wait in here until they leave.
I felt responsible for him. There's no real entire reason for me to feel that way. That was just what was going through my head at the moment.
Sit down! Hurry up! Sit down!
The first thing that came into my mind is, this is going to be a robbery. I reached into my pocket, pulled out my wallet. I pulled out a $20 bill. There was a cabinet underneath the computer terminal, so I stuck my wallet under there.
Sit down!
I figure, okay, now when these guys come around and say, give me your money, I give them 20 bucks. They're happy.
One of the customers looked at me and said, does this kind of thing happen often here? And of course, at this point, I'm being both brave and a little cocky. Oh, yeah, we had a carjacking the other day. Don't worry about a thing. It'll all be fine. We're all good here.
Everybody out! Out!
did a double take, stopped, backed up, opened the door up. Then he pointed the gun directly at me and said, everybody out, everybody out right now. At that point, we all got up, filed out of the room, and walked to the front.
Stop! Sit down! Hurry up! Sit down! I said sit down!
When we got to the front, there was already a lot of people there, mostly sitting on the floor, all squatted down low, kind of wondering what the heck is going on.
We were kneeling down, and all of a sudden I see a pair of shoes there, and I look up, and here was this masked gunman with a gun on us. Can we go?
Up.
The other lady and I walked toward the front of the store, and I said, he's going to let us go. And walked up there and saw all of these people sitting down on the floor. And at that point, I realized we weren't going any further.
What? Hurry up! Hurry up! Move! Sit down! Go! Sit down! Go! Move!
The area that I sat down in was next to two mothers that had 3 children there. And another person was Sean McIntyre, who was an employee of the store. The mother of one of the girls was crying quite a bit, and Sean was trying to tell her to calm down, it'll be okay, you're not hurt.
When I was hiding with John, ducked down behind the computer terminals so I could see the reflection of everything that was going on in front of the store. The leader, he said he wanted to know who was in charge, who had the keys. The manager on duty, because the store manager had just left. He says, well, I am. He says, okay, lock the door.
Lock it! Open it up! Hurry up! Lock it! Sit down!
I look over at John. He looks over at me, and we're like, I guess this isn't going to be a robbery.
911 emergency. What's your emergency?
There's somebody in our store shooting the gun.
A gun?
A gun.
Where is your store?
The good guy.
Okay, hold on.
911 emergency.
We got a guy shooting the gun off.
Hello?
We got a gun. Shoot the good guy. The good guy.
Hurry up! Hurry up! Move! Sit down! Go! Sit down! Go! Move! Go!
The gunmen were yelling, everybody to the front of the store, everybody go to the front of the store. John and I were hiding. And you're getting kind of cramped up, being ducked down for that long.
It was terribly frightening. You don't know what's going to happen.
Go! Lock it! Open it up! Hurry up! Lock it!
They had the assistant manager lock the door. And, so something was up. We knew that because no reason to do that if it was a robbery.
There's 2 plate glass doors, real thick glass doors. That was the only way in, the only way out for any customers or anybody. There were no windows. That's why they picked the places, because it was so secure.
Hurry up!
When he locks us in those 2 glass thick doors, he's locking it from the bottom. And then when I heard that, then I started to panic. I was almost 5 months pregnant at the time, and I'm thinking, you know what? I'm gonna die in here.
You, down 911. Go! Yes! Down 911. We want police.
911?
Hello! Sit down. Okay, we take control here. We want the police and the sheriff department, okay? We make the demand. On guard! Go ahead up.